part right here.
Oh, the sweet spot.
So we need to get like a real pips. We should probably get long pips.
Yeah, when I buy balls, actually, probably will buy another cheap one.
Yeah, just buy a cheap long pip from them and we'll glue it on.
These next ones. Can you aim for my second? The second push. Sorry, the forehand push, and then it's going to be long push with you. Guideline, faker or fader? Or the side?
If you're the less certain you are, confident you are that you read it, let it fall into your paddle and spin.
Let that ball float.
Let it float, start to come down and add spin to it. The longer it goes, the slower the spin gets. When it's coming down, you have to make a guess on what spin is.
That was a knuckleball, right?
It's slide under.
Almost dead.
Yeah, but it still had enough under to make you miss into the net. So knuckleballs are easier if you don't have the feel for just flat driving them. Like as a pinhole, knuckleballs, I sort of have a feel for driving them. But what I would do is when you see it float, it'll break and start dropping and then spin.
You can spin them?
Oh yeah, yeah. You have to wait longer than you.
For the falling?
Yes. Because it's knuckle, it's kind of floating. And you have to wait till it breaks and start to come
So
down.
if I hit it while it's floating, not falling?
You can do that, but it's easier for me because the orientation of my paddle, I can flat drive it. It's harder to do it. It's a little harder to do it shake hands.
So that's what I mean by faker or fader.
I would wait for it to drop and then spin. Until you start getting your feel. Then once you get your feel, you can hit either thick or thin. Thick means you can hit it straight flat, which you can do, but you have to, because the thing right now is you need a reliable way to get it back on the table. And then as you get more and more comfortable with it, graduate to a higher level.
And that's a reliable way of putting it?
That's one reliable. You could try it. It may not work. I'm just saying that's what I would do as a start. Yeah, like that.
That's the one I get.
That, you were so close that you essentially just went right over it. That you have to open up.
But it's,
And then,
all I'm doing is
but you have to be careful because obviously you could overhit and hit it out. But that's what the thing, you have to, that you went straight at it and I watched your paddle just go like that. But you were this thin. The ball was coming like this, you were this thin.
got there overreact.
So that's a bad idea in general?
Right there, yeah, because you were never even going to make contact. Your paddle went over the ball like this. There was no openness at all to even hit it. So, yeah, that was perfect. So what you only did a little bit of trying to lift and spin it, but that little bit, that actually is the shot right there that you want to do, right? But the problem, the way you have to think about it in terms of lifting and spinning it or letting it drop and spinning it is the kind of adjustment that you make. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And all that does is get you reliability. It just means that now you don't have to freak out over those shots. You can just
I can wait. I don't think I can wait in a match.
well,
The other one is much more reliable for me. If my
reliable
tendency
in what way? Because you missed those.
if my tendency is to hit earlier during a match,
Right?
rather than hitting it thinly for a dead ball, I would just do it thick.
Yeah, but you missed those.
So I haven't been trying to do thick, like the paddle angles.
You mean I'm assuming you're referring to the shots that you miss in match play. You're
No,
saying
this
you-
one I just missed. Like every ball that I missed where it's slow and dead,
Yeah,
and I whiff the ball,
right.
that's me doing thin contact. Because I'm trying to spin the ball too much that it's so thin.
Yeah, oh, okay. So to me, that's not thin, that's brushing. I mean, I understand what you mean because the paddle angle is flat.
Right, the ball is brushing.
You're right. When I'm
When I'm brushing
referencing-
it, there's less area. So I'm prone to missing.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what yeah, I agree with that assessment. What I'm actually a little bit more concerned with is the stroke plane angle, the angle of the swing. So more so than this is the angle of your swing is more horizontal, so you tend to grip. So not only are you thin, but this is very horizontal like that. So instead of horizontal, by saying wait for it to drop and lift it, you make the stroke more vertical, but by a certain amount. It's not like this is obviously too much. This is probably still too much. This is getting closer to what you were just doing, and even like that. So going more low to high as it's dropping allows you to adjust the amount of spin easier. Yeah. No, that's a opening. You start from there. I'm not saying that that's the shot. I'm just saying the principle is. Now what you did there was actually you brushed it. You had a thin contact, but a low to high swing. So you are correct. There's a certain amount of thickness, which I call opening, that you want to get, but not too much. Otherwise, it will just flop. You know. So yeah, but there are two variables. The angle that you swing low to high or flat, like either like this, like this, like this, like this. That's the stroke plane angle. Then while you're doing this, the paddle can be closed or thin or open. And then same thing, it can be thin like this going up, or it can be open like that, or even like this. So the two variables are the angle of your swing and the angle of attack.
Thin.
Yes.
do that I want to.
Yep, you do. So what made that one right?
I mean the angle.